Ladies and gentlemen, Rockstar woke up this morning and they chose chaos. Not only did they drop a trailer, they decided to drop an entire website. Now I get it. No wonder we didn't get information for this long. The entire marketing team must have been secretly building this for a year straight. And whoever orchestrated all of this, you deserve a raise, a vacation, and possibly a statue. Today we're diving nose first into the new screenshots provided. And particularly, we're going into Vice City and the keys. I'm not going to claim that this video will cover every single detail that's on display in these screenshots, but these are the things that stood out to me and you may have missed. So let's dive into it. Starting off with this screenshot here. There are people doing stretches and playing basketball on the roof here, but I didn't realize they are actually playing basketball. The ball is mid-flight, and if this is all NPC behavior and not some sort of pre-scripted cutscene, that would be absolutely mind-boggling. Just above the basketball court, the sheer amount of traffic. Now keep in mind, this is rendered way in the distance, and having this much detail on display that far away is just absurd. And then I saw the traffic back there. How Rockstar is rendering all of these vehicles at once is just straight up voodoo magic and does make me wonder a little bit if my PlayStation 5 or Xbox is going to explode. Now a little backstory for this one. I'm a Dutchman, and I'll be damned if I don't recognize what that is. That is a rental pedal city bike. And just down here, there's a police chase coming to an end. One criminal is surrendering and another one is running away, while this and this lady are filming the entire ordeal. Now again, I don't know if this is all part of a massive in-game rendered cutscene or if these are all individual pedestrian scenarios. Now judging by the news that Rockstar patented some form of advanced NPC system, I'm going to assume that these are all real-time pedestrian scenarios. Moving on to this screenshot, I can actually zoom in on the watch and make out the day of the month. And this will come up again later, but the hair detail. There are so many different hair types and styles on display in this game. That right there, that is a skin tag. I can't believe someone at Rockstar consciously decided, yes, this NPC needs a skin tag on his left arm. That is commitment to realism. Now moving on, because it does feel kind of weird staring at the man's skin tags. Look at the chunker on this one. I remember GTA 5 and everyone losing their minds about the flip-flop physics. GTA 6 has actual sand particles flying around. Remember Basketball Man? These guys are casually yeeting a football at each other in the background. Now this was already obvious in trailer 1, but I feel like it's even more on display here and they've expanded on it even more. The sheer amount of different body types. This guy is holding a metal detector, and he also low-key looks like GTA Man. Now moving on to Vice Beach. If you look closely to the back of the cop car, you'll notice it had just rained. You can see the wet streaks and the reflections. In the background is the iconic Ocean View Hotel. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if you could actually enter it. No, actually, I would be offended if you couldn't. But judging how it looks like you might even be able to enter the individual rooms. Either that or Rockstar has gone full Madman with the interior detail. And this screenshot just really puts the different hair types on display. Look at these four ladies. Each style is unique, natural, full of life. Onward we go. A banana leaf fell off the tree and landed perfectly on his canopy. But that's exactly what makes all of this feel incredible. Now you might think this guy is completely lost, but really it's the small stuff like that that just makes such a massive difference for me. And throughout both the screenshots and the trailer, you can just see so many of these incredibly beautiful details. And lastly, this little patch of greenery that runs all along Vice Beach looks so incredibly dense. And when I think back to GTA 5, or more appropriately Red Dead Redemption 2, I can't recall forests or greenery looking this dense, but that might also be thanks to the ray tracing and global illumination that GTA 6 is most likely using. Moving on, there's a lot going on here. But did you notice this guy just casually hanging his arm out of the window while driving? That's the kind of subtle ambient behavior that makes this world feel so much more alive. These guys are pulling off some sick tricks on their bikes while checking out this absolute unit of a car. Now let's take a look at this night screenshot. There's a lot of things here that I'm not going to repeat. Things like the vehicle density and what pedestrians are doing. What I'd rather focus on is what's going on in plain sight. Behind the Ferris wheel, there is a massive cruise ship hiding. And all I can think about, if even only the top level of the cruise ship is accessible, that would be such a fun and amazing place to explore. But it also does make me wonder, what if we're pulling off a heist on a cruise ship? Let's head over to the keys. Now listen, You probably did not miss this one, but let me make it official right here. This is your public service announcement. Your boy is going to be the first man to cross the entire GTA 6 map on a mobility scooter in a full online lobby without dying. Mark my words. Look at this guy just casually crossing the street. He's riding his bike while walking his dog. It's such a simple thing, but it's that small stuff that makes this world feel real. These guys are either vandalizing or just climbing on this giant whale art statue. It's called the Wonder Whale. To any real-life Floridians watching, does this actually exist? I need answers. The tour bus stop in here has some age-appropriate clientele. Looks like a real-life group of retirees on a sightseeing trip. Again, just great attention to detail. Now let's make a quick stop at the Rusty Anchor. This guy back here is just casually having a piss. Rockstar didn't need to do that, but they did. Moving on to this wild party scene, this lady is either taking a dump or is jumping ship. I'm not sure which, but either is pretty impressive. There is a massive shark or maybe a killer whale right under this dude floating in the water. And here's another display of insane attention to detail. The piss water cans just littered around, the life vest strapped to the back of the boat, even the jets of water spraying behind the jet skis. And then under the sea. I'm not even gonna say much about this. Rockstar has been cooking down here. You could print this out, frame it, hang it on your wall, and no one will believe or bat an eye that this is a video game. It's wild. Oh, there's a cheeky eel over here. And one big bonus mention, this one gives us a similar perspective to the shot that we got in the original GTA 6 trailer 1, which is what makes it so interesting. Here's what stands out. The vehicle density, again, is just ridiculous. But there's something about this shot that just makes the entire world seem absolutely massive. I think it's part of the draw distance being insane, but also the fact that you can see Vice City looming all the way in the distance and fully knowing now how big it actually is by all these screenshots that we've gotten. And don't get me wrong, trailer 1 did an insane job showing that the world was bigger. And beyond that, we had the map that the community manages to create from just the trailer and a couple of screenshots. And well, of course, the more illicit media that got released. But hot dang, this map just looks absolutely massive. I want to make a separate video covering Ambrosia, the Grass Rivers, Mount Caligan National Park, and Port Gellhorn. There's a lot more going on there, and then we haven't even touched the trailer itself. Now, Rockstar, of course, had to make up for not only the delay, but also the lack of information for so long. But dare I say, they have dropped an absolute bombshell with this, and it looks incredible. So, thank you all for watching. If you want to see more, drop that like, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.